And just like that, winter has arrived. Now, I've been getting asked the same question quite a lot recently. What are you going to do, RetroHolder, now that the car boot season is finished? Where are you going to find all of your stuff? Well,
we've got tons of stuff in the loft, so if you want to take some stuff...
I think I may have found the answer we're looking for. See you in a bit. With a huge hello from this fellow in the yellow, very warm welcome back to the channel, folks. Normally you'd be finding me hunting around at the car boots, or you'd be finding me at the epic toy fairs trying to find some awesome vintage toys. But as you can tell by the weather, the season is coming to an end for the car boots, and the toy fairs are only few and far between. But I'm telling you, people, it's a destiny. It must be a destiny of mine because, like I said, as the season is coming to an end, someone has kindly reached out to myself, a young subscriber by the name of Dan, who informs me that there's a gentleman having a bit of a clear out in his house and some bits that I may be interested in. So let's do something a bit different, folks, and see what we're able to uncover this time. Well, we've had a little drive and I think we've made it now, folks. So let's go and have a look at all these awesome toys. Good morning, good morning.
Hello, buddy.
You must be Matt.
Yeah, cool. James?
Yes, nice to meet you, sir. Hello
Welcome,
from the man in
mate.
yellow, as they say.
Cool,
Perfect.
man.
Thank you very much.
Nice and bright.
Yes, nice and bright.
I put some lights on for you, sorry.
Yeah, no, let's have a look. Bless you. Oh, no, look at these, awesome.
There's loads of shit. I've got like Mr. Potato Heads and stuff.
Mr. Potato Heads, that's super.
Do you want a cup of tea or anything, mate?
Oh, I'd love a cup of tea, and this
Look
is
at
the
that,
beauty.
and just balls.
Look at that. Beautiful stuff. He-Man, Master of the Universe.
It is what it is, mate. I mean, there's got to be a few good bits. I mean, that dude, and the sword's all right.
Yeah, looking pretty good. So
Yeah.
got some of the
Do
accessories with them.
you have a big collection yourself then?
I do. Yeah.
I've got a mint star.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm sitting there all on display, have it all in the garage.
Cool as fuck.
Been doing it the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Like that sort of thing.
Well, I would do, mate. Like I say, I'm a bit of a hoarder, but no,
Yeah.
I can't shift any of this shit. Enough. If you've got the passion for it, that's cool.
Oh yeah,
You can
I
make
absolutely love the passion.
few money on a few bits, or
Yeah, no, of course.
if there's any rare ones you fucking like. I remember, oh yeah, that's the only fucking thing. And I think I fixed their leg, but it went back in.
Oh yeah, that one popped
Oh
back in.
no, it don't. Maybe it don't.
That's
I'll
my
break
obviously.
it.
Christ, these
We'll
are,
have to be careful with them.
yeah, like I say, these are old ones, aren't they?
Remember, we weren't allowed to cook. We had to call it Hero Turtle.
That's it. Yeah,
And she used to bring stuff over for me that was Ninja Turtle.
proper Ninja Turtle ones.
Like, before they were out over here and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Ace duck, very nice.
What's this?
Ace duck, that one.
Weird red creature with
That's part
two
of-
heads. Oh, is it
Part of that,
the-
yeah, that's part of that one.
Alright.
That is. Yeah, that's
Oh, we've
part of
got
that.
tons of stuff in the loft, so if you want to take some stuff,
Yeah.
I'm not sure we can make dinner and I'll make some tea.
Yeah, well,
Whatever else I find, I'll just post it on to you later.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, yeah, look at that.
Because
That's
there's
cool.
fucking tons up there.
There was tons. Oh, cool classic turtle tin as well. That's
Do you
awesome.
want tea or coffee?
I'll have a tea, please, sir, if you don't mind.
Tea.
Yeah, proper tea.
No,
Milk, 1 sugar, if that's okay.
proper mad old.
Oh
You just picture on a 60s advert, can't you?
Yeah, going through the little fields and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, these are awesome. There you go. Got a couple of Star
But
Wars
it's all got
ones down
going,
there.
mate, so I've given you.
Little bits and bobs in
I don't know what's supposed to be.
Home with what
Can't
else?
remember.
there.
What went on that? A microphone or something?
I think it was like a sort of a
You
prison
speak-
stand.
Did you speak into it and it goes or something?
No, I think this was just like a prison stand, so this was like a trapdoor thing.
Yeah, but this makes a noise, this whole thing, yeah. It's like a radio.
Oh, yeah, that might have been... That's like an old radio.
Yeah, you used to speak and it changes your voice.
Oh, very nice.
I think, I'm remembering,
I have to have a look.
I haven't thought about this shit for 30 years.
I can imagine. Yeah, looking at all the goodness, mate. Yes, we're happy people. We've got ourselves a lovely deal.
Deal done.
Do you know, Matt, you're an absolute legend. Thank you very much.
No worries.
And we got ourselves awesome deal on all this lot. Coming home with RetroHolder today. Thank you very much, Matt. Absolute legend.
My pleasure.
Not bad at all, folks. And see ya, you've done it again. And we are back, folks. We are all unpacked, unloaded, boxes galore, and you can't beat it. An absolute explosion of nostalgia from those vintage toys. And I have had the absolute pleasure, some may say, a painstaking task of putting all the accessories and figures together to showcase for you and talk about in better detail. I'm probably going to do this in 3 parts because there is a little bit to go through, but I cannot wait. So without further ado, folks, let's start with one of my absolute favourite toy lines, which became pretty famous with these guys. And what a better place to start. Something very familiar to myself. These are the vintage turtle that I picked up. So let's have a closer look at what we found this time. And what a better place to start. Then we've got the turtles himself, the leader, Leonardo, with his belt. Unfortunately, one of his pegs has snapped off, but a little hint for you, just chuck it in on the back and he looks as good as new. Excellent one for display. Then we've got their sensei, Splinter. He's got a couple of accessories and he's got his cape, but I can't seem to find his belt just yet. We have a very annoyed Michelangelo because Shredder's already done a sneak attack and lopped his arm off, so he's out for revenge. And he's got help from Donatello. And as we're looking at Donatello, one of the hardest ones to try and get his belts on. I think the plastic must deteriorate over obviously so many years. But as we're looking at him, give a shout out to Retro Bunga, because I'm sure he must have great difficulty trying to tie all these up with all those Donatello figures he has. Give him a little check out on YouTube. He's got some awesome videos and he's an absolute legend. So yes, welcome to yours, buddy. But let's not forget the awesome turtle cycle that they're on, complete with its dustbin, side cart, and always the snap pegs. But these ones are in a good condition. Then we've got the man, the bunny, always the name I forget, Yojimbo, Mr. Usagi Yojimbo, in fact. Definitely don't want to forget that after last time. But that one is complete with all his accessories, both swords and everything intact, looking awesome with his weapon there. Next, we've got next to the sewer, we've got a little bit of the playset. Could that be a hint? Little bit of a playset there. Could that be on the next find, folks? But let's not forget this awesome one. Give a shout out to Muckman Owl. Always reminds me every time I see this figure. He has got his companion in a dustbin. Unfortunately, no gun with that one, but I do have a gun spare, so we've got that one complete. So happy days with that. Just above him, we've got Baxter Stockman. He's got one of his accessories, little bit of fade on the front, but after a bit of cleanup, he's looking much, much better. And beyond that, we've got the Turtles parachute. I think it's complete with its head visor and its helmet, so always happy to have that added to the collection. And we can't forget the Rogue Man himself, the Turtle with attitude, Raphael. So much attitude that he's bursting out of his own belt. Another one I can't seem to fix on, and he's just on slightly faded cheapskate, but still with his nice little flag, still got the piece in there, and it's got his foot at the bottom. I have checked. Beside that, we've got Mutagen Man, and I think he's had an internal explosion. He's got a little bit of fading on the plastic on there, but he does come with one of his guns. No pipe, unfortunately, with that one, but not in a bad condition overall, I must say. Moving up from there, we've got the awesome Foot Soldier, very heavily armoured with multiple accessories. So I'm imagining there must be another one of them somewhere. Hopefully we'll find that a bit later on. But there, look, more accessories, his lovely little mace. But in the sneak attack swooping in, we've got Ace Duck with his hat. Unfortunately, no grenades to fire down, or his little belt as well. Neither has he got his gun, but we're happy to take he's still got his hat intact. Then on top of the turtle wagon, we've got Casey Jones. Casey Jones, I don't have in my collection, but I do actually have his backpack. So very happy to have all the other accessories to complete that figure. But then someone very confused, Wingnut, doesn't know whether Casey Jones is on the good side or the bad side, telling him to get off the turtle wagon and something else. I've actually got his wings. So that's going to be a nice one to nearly complete. Still need a couple other bits, but a very happy find indeed. As you can see, as I was talking about, the turtle wagon has been stripped of a couple of his parts, not in a complete condition, slightly faded, but we've got a couple of missiles, bombs. We've got one of its windshields, and we've got the side opening with a couple of stickers. box are looking nice and happy. And also another thing, you know it's vintage, you know it's from the UK, because we still got Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles on the sign. So none of that. Very happy to have that one. Coming down, we've got little accessory, something that's very sought after. Glow in the dark feature as well. Next to that, Mondo Gecko. Just a loose figure, no accessories found with that one, but in a very nice condition. Hardly any paint rub. Very awesome one there. Going across, we have the remnants and the accessories of Krang. Hopefully we'll find Krang, the figure himself, but this one, unfortunately, little repair on the leg, damaged, so that might need to be glued back together. Then going across, I think we found the culprits of the goons from Shredder, who's been stripping the turtle wagon trying to find those turtles. As you can see, they got their weapons racks and they're trying to escape. Poor old April trying to get down off the spider claw, which is on this awesome, incredible Turtles bin, and that is in an amazing condition. Look at the paintwork on that, fantastic. But just a bit further down, we've got the weapons racks for all the turtles. And as you see earlier in the video, we've got a remnants, yes, damaged April O'Neil. So that one I picked up earlier in the month. So it was good to put with that one on that collection. But folks, as you look down into the chest, what could this turtle be hiding underneath? Oh, is it the jackpot? He's only found the rest of the accessories for all the original turtles. Always find, always looking in them boxes, folks. But look at that. Not bad for a first start. And those are your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures, people. And there you go. That's the turtle haul that I managed to pick up. Awesome ones there. Any of your favourites that I picked up amongst that lot? A couple of mine. Do love the Muckman figure. Now I've got that one complete because I have got his gun. And the awesome foot soldier, double accessorised with his weapons, and he's all complete, and a few upgrades as well. So very happy to add that big massive boost to my collection. And how can I not mention that awesome Turtles bin? Absolutely amazing, right piece of nostalgia, even better in an amazing condition, something you don't find very often. So very happy to pick that one up as well. And like I said, a couple of upgrades, so I've been moving a few bits on, so you may have the chance of grabbing a couple of bits as well. But that's just the start, people. Now I'm going to get all that cleared up, and I hope you're ready, Mutu fans, because we're going to be diving in to the world of Eternia. And there we go. We've got these bits set up from the Motu range. Starting off with the evil and the villains. Look at that, the awesome Snake Mountain still with his trapdoor and his gate. Unfortunately, we don't have any of the bridge, and I still haven't tested to whether we still get the sounds coming out of there. A little bit of rub on the nose, but look at those eyes. Awesome Snake Mountain. Very nice condition overall. I mean, you've got to consider its age. Unfortunately, not in a complete condition, but we'll get round to the inside with all the figures inside in a minute. But look at that. Check out that awesome snake on there. Going across, we have Rotten. Not in a complete condition, still missing his gun, got the cage that goes on top, and unfortunately, let's see if we can, he does work, but we've missed one of his fins, so that's been snapped off, unfortunately, like I say, but lovely to have that, and a nice little find. Then we've got this guy. Does it work? It does. We got the old Bashosaurus, still working, in a very nice condition again. I think that one's complete. I don't know if there's something that's supposed to go on the end, a little missile or something, but a nice little find to add there. But the awesome piece, apart from obviously Snake Mountain, we got the awesome slime pit, something you don't see very often, and he's still got all the bits, even look, all the components that normally go missing in a complete condition, I believe. Something awesome, like I say, because that's I'm definitely keeping, folks, because that one is going to go nicely with my King Arthur figures, because they never actually released it. They never released the slime pit for that toy line, so that is staying with me. But some awesome pieces, some big vehicles, and a great start to the Motu range. Let's have a look at the figures. And then we've got the evil villains plotting to take over the Castle Greystone from the inside of Snake Mountain. And let's have a look at what we got here. We'll start off with these. If you saw my last video, you saw this is where it all started, where I first started picking them up. Got that one, which was a little gift, very nice, with the old half boot skelly when I was stalling at a toy fair. And also found another couple. These ones actually had the arms the wrong way round, so very nice to pick them up, only for £1 as well. Looking after the old slime pit, very nice, very nice. But let's see what we picked up with the Snake Mountain. So we've got, oh, I nearly forgot about that one. Thank you very much. Courtesy of Pat, was very kind enough to repair the old he-band on the leech in a very, very nice condition. Do like the paintwork on that. So nice little shout out. Thank you very much, Pat. But anyway, back to what we picked up with Snake Mountain. Let's start off with the man himself, the leader, Skeletor on top of Panther. Let's get Mossman out the way. As you can see, as always, little bit of rub, playware. Flock isn't in the best condition, and unfortunately we've had a little bit of a nibble on the staff of Skeletor, but not overall, not bad. Little bit of gubbins there, but we'll ignore that, don't worry about that. But let's not forget how awesome and how old these toys are. Over 40 years old, people. And then we've got the awesome Skeletor. And then next, we've got Screech. And then we've got Evelyn, looking very nice with her accessory. Screech, I believe, is in a complete condition with all his podium and accessories that he's supposed to come with. Don't seem to have the other snake that you use as the microphone to be able to get that working, so unfortunately won't be able to test that. I don't know if we can get a replacement, maybe. But just behind Skeletor we've got Merman. How dare you fall down. Merman, and he is supposed to have a sword somewhere. I did see it, so he is actually complete with his sword accessory. Going across, I've forgotten his name already, but we'll start with Trapjaw. Maybe it'll come back, as of course he does. Fallen down. Only found one accessory for him, but still in a very nice condition, as always. Those wobbly legs. And then we got on Rotten, Beastman, with his normal, more common red attire. Can't find any whip with him, so he's just got his, like I said, chest piece there. That is very sought after though. Look at that, an awesome faker, looking decent. Unfortunately with some wobbly legs, may need to repair the old he-band on that. But let's go back to this awesome, look at that, Mossman. Look at the flock on that. Cannot deny that is in a very, very nice condition. A little bit missing off the head, but still, I'll take that. Very nice, considering it's been sat up in a loft, people. Sat up in a loft. But the ultimate, the one, the only, look at that Dragon Blaster Skeletor. I wish, and maybe I might be able to find the chains and the padlock and the shackles. That would be a nice one to complete. And is it working? We'll have to test that out as well. But I thought that was pretty suited on the old Bashosaurus for the old Dragon Blaster Skeletor. That is a very nice find indeed. Couple of accessories, so hopefully we'll be able to find some more Mutu figures after all that. But look, what a great start, people. The evil villains trying to take over Eternia, and not a bad boost to that collection. Oh yes, some nice little finds amongst that evil lot, most certainly. Any favourites of yours? I've definitely got to go with the Dragon Blaster Skeletor. That was an awesome piece. And of course, Mossman. What a decent flock and decent condition that one was. And let's not forget, a fan favourite amongst the He-Man collectors, that faker was a pretty nice find as well. But not a bad boost. Well, I thought, like I said, might as well show you the entirety of all the evil and all the villains from the Motu range. But you know me, I like to end on a positive note, and there's no better place to end with the amazing, the heroes of Eternia. And let's have a look at these figures. And there it is. Look at that. Is there anything more iconic in the toy collecting community? In a very nice condition. Lovely paintwork. Still got the door. Look at that. Let's have a look inside and see what figures we can find. And like I said, you know I like to end things on a positive note, and why not end it with something we always wanted to be, the heroes of the hour from the He-Man range. Look at that. Not as many figures this time, but some great ones nonetheless. Let's start with the man himself, the icon, He-Man with all his armour. Yes, he's got his little axe and a spare shield there. Going into battle on top of Battle Cat with both helmets and battle piece. Looking awesome there. But no, He-Man figures are complete without his right-hand man, Man-at-Arms. Unfortunately, I have had a look. He doesn't have the red spots, but still another awesome complete edition to add on that collection. Going across, we've got the weapons racks accompanied by Teela. Again, another figure in a complete condition. So we seem to be on a good roll with the figures, the good ones at least, nonetheless. Unfortunately though, not a complete weapons rack. I think I'm missing a couple of swords, and I think there's a flag to go on there as well potentially. But still, let's look behind that. We've got the training piece just behind Teela there, as she's holding that up. Or is that holding her up? That is the question. Will it stand? It's gone people. There we go. Where was we? Right, and then we go round. We've got someone occupying the awesome complete, I believe, Stridor with his helmet and his guns. But on top of that one, it's Cyclone. And it depends what storyline you're reading at the time, whether he is good or an evil. But normally he is associated to be a companion of the He-Man good guys. And again, very nice working order. Put him back in there. Going up top, we've got an accessory. Can't remember the guy's name. Begins with an F. But it's completely lost me now. Cannot remember. Leave it in the comments, people. But amongst that, we've got Urko. And not only have we got Orko, we've got a couple of his bits in there. Goodbye, Roberto. But we have got a little couple of pieces that normally come with the Orko figure. A couple of Tiddywinks, Skeletor and He-Man himself. Looking lovely on that side. Then going across, you heard the crash, so we put him back up. Roboto, complete with all three of his accessories. One of my favourites actually, so very nice to find that one complete. Going across, one I picked up before, but I'm putting it with the He-Man section anyway. Buzz Off, still need to find his weapon to complete that one, but most impressed with the stiff legs. Very nice legs on that. We've got the chair with the sticker. We've got the ladder across there. And then the other side of He-Man, we've got the Battle Ram and Ram Man himself, complete with his weapon. Obviously, he's been doing a bit of the dirty work by the side there. A bit of paint wear on top. And the Battle Ram, that's been in a lot of action as well. A couple of bits of damage. Doesn't have any missiles, but got to be happy, very happy with all the stickers nonetheless. And then going up top, the famous Castle Grayskull with its laser guns. And another flag up there as well. And while we're just up here with the flag, what could that be? A sword. Well, there's a little hint for a video coming possibly next. Doesn't seem to be He-Man. I'd say more Tonka. Supernaturals. Look at that. Looking fabulous, people. That's your good guys, the heroes from the He-Man range. Well, look at that, folks. What an awesome little find. Little find, he says. Oh, amazing. Didn't it give you the nostalgia explosion? Oh, it was lovely remessing them, putting all the little pieces together and finding some complete figures as well. Amazing. But that's not it, people. I found something which is very, very sought after, should I say. Thank you very much for those who've come to this part of the video, and I have an exclusive. Can anyone tell me, or does anyone recognise, potentially, what that could be from? And I'm going to be very confident and say that's going to be a vintage one too, because obviously it come from Matt. And no, let's give a thank you to Matt as well. Thank you very much for letting us come into your home, having the camera on, picking up the bits and pieces and having a look through at some awesome vintage toys. But like I said, that piece there, I'm very confident is going to be a vintage one. So hopefully, fingers crossed, because we're going to be going back. We're going to be going back, and maybe I might even find the character that belongs to that cape. But who knows, people? What an absolute fabulous start. And like I said, it's only the beginning. That's just part one. Part two is going to be coming up very, very soon. And on that note, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the video. It has been informative and entertaining as always. Don't forget, if you see me in the yellow, come and say hello and hit that subscribe button, because part two is going to come very, very soon. See you later.